I guess the problem with entrepreneurship is it's a very unusual industry, and there's a lot of things that you know and learn along the way. And one of those things is embracing the uncertainty. Um, when you grow up, you're used to the idea of getting paid on time. Not a lot of companies though do that. My dad went through a lot of not getting paid on time, but through your journey, through you growing up, you're used to this idea of you work, you get paid on time, right? The thing with entrepreneurship is you never know when you're gonna get paid, and even if you will, you are the last one to get paid. Since you're the owner of the company and there are, you got employees and people lives depending on you, you have to pay them first. So you are the owner of the company, you're the one solving problems, and you're the last one to eat. And one of the lessons that you learn through this journey is, or one of the terms that you need to come to is, what do I want? Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you truly desire from this? Like, yeah, you're building a business, you're becoming an entrepreneur, you're solving problems, but why are you doing that? Like, why are you going through these stressful nights? You get some days that you can't sleep because you're so stressed, you're thinking about a ton of stuff. Um, like, why bother? What's your why? And I guess for me, I still don't have I don't have an answer to that question yet. When I was a kid, like everyone knew I was gonna be successful. No one really, usually when you see this, when you watch these motivation videos, usually everyone claims that everyone adapted them, etc. But for me, that was not really the case. I always knew I'm gonna be successful. I don't want to say I was born with it, but I do want to say that I just always felt like it was gonna happen. Like I always knew, and everyone around me knew that this is what's gonna happen. Like everyone knew, everyone was feeling it. Everyone used to tell me, like everyone felt it. Now, yes, sometimes you come across a couple bad teachers or people here and there, but generally, like everyone knew I was gonna make it. Like everyone. But when people would ask me what's your goal, I would always say freedom, freedom, freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean I want to do what I want, whenever I want, wherever I want, the way I want. And I don't want to say I've made it right now because I don't. Like yes, I make a lot of money for my age, but I don't think I made it yet. Like I'm not making. I don't think I'm at that level of income where I have that level of freedom. I feel like freedom really, really, really unlocks at six figures a month take home profit to your bank account. I feel like that's where you actually experience real freedom. And I'm not there yet, so I can't speak for that. But as I'm getting closer to that, like I'm making good money. I'm 22. I'm making lots of money right now. But as I'm getting closer to there, I feel I feel like freedom is not what I wanted. Even though it's the thing that I always used to talk about like all the time. Um like I still remember the conversations with the people with a lot of people where they used to ask me what do you want? And I would say just freedom, freedom, freedom. Um I guess my current I don't know what I want. And I feel like this is something I always saw these videos where people would talk about there's a phase when that you go through where it's just you don't know what you want now or you're trying to figure out what do you actually want. I feel like this is the phase that I feel like I'm going through it right now. Like I'm good. Like I can just continue. Dude, I'm from Jordan. Like I am from a third world country where making this amounts of money is impossible. Even at this age, dude. Like people my age, or I don't know. Like if you look at people in the US who are like 21, 22, they're either on weed, clubbing, drinking, overstimulated, like probably watching porn. Like even people around me, that's probably the case for them, you know? And looking back at it, like I think there's a statistic that says the kid I think there's a statistic that I saw or read in a blog where it says a kid who's 15 years old has access to more naked women than a king of a kingdom 1500 years ago or something like that, which is really crazy to you know to think about. um, and So I guess this phase is really weird because like one of the things that makes this phase really weird is looking at the people around me who are my age. And I get this all the time from, the people I work with, because usually the people I work with are, over 40, over 50. They have a spouse, wife, husband, and they have kids who are my age who are just a shit show. And when I tell them my age, they're like, "What? What do you mean? Are you serious?" My business partner is like 15 years older than me. He has a wife, he has kids. And we talk about this all the time where he keeps talking about, dude, you are way ahead of, kids your age. We also have clients who are my age who are very fucked up. So, yeah, I guess this is one of the reasons that makes this process or this phase that I'm going through a bit, I don't know, uncertain, I would say. It's not like I care about people my age, but it's more of the loneliness that people talk about. You keep these videos keep popping up in your feed where or I wouldn't say videos, I would say podcasts and interviews of other entrepreneurs where they talk about the loneliness through the process. You watch these videos and you don't understand what it means. I still remember the days where I used to watch these videos and I'll be like, nah, I don't think like, what does he mean by loneliness? Like, I don't think I understand what he actually means. But now I fucking do. Like, now I do. I know what they meant. You get to this point where, oh shit, this loneliness thing that they talked about, oh shit, like, this is real. Like, this is real. Like, it's not a joke. Especially this phase. Like, I feel like this is I don't know what to call it. It's like the entrepreneur hell or something. Like, you're doing well, dude. If I continue making this sums of money that I'm making right now, I could be like, I'm set. Like, I can settle for this, but I don't. Like, I don't want to. And this is what I say when I talk about freedom. Like, I don't know if I want this. Like, I don't think I want this. I feel like I'm meant for more. I feel like I want to actually build something, because the current operation that I'm working on right now with my business partner is a very sensitive and hard industry. And so the problems we're solving in this industry and in this niche is insane. Like, it's insane. The situations that we deal with, the people that we work with, it's just insanely hard. I've never seen a niche or worked or touched or heard of a niche this hard. If it was any other niche, I think I would take it to $250,000 easily. But this one is so hard. Like, it's way beyond hard. But on the other hand, as hard as it sounds, it brings me so much fulfillment. Helping people in this niche, in the state we take them from to the state we get them to just brings me so much fulfillment. We had a client the other day, you know, like this client was about to kill himself, but we started working together, and we worked a lot of stuff out. And the other day he sent us a photo of him and his wife and his kids, happy, and yeah, it's cool. It's nice. I think this is what really, I think this is what I want. I want to solve this kind of big problems. I want to leave an impact on people's lives before I leave this planet. Like, money is cool. Like, I love money. I would be lying to you if I said I hate the materialistic things. I love it. I love materialistic stuff. I absolutely do. But do I love it as much as I love the fulfillment my product solves? No. I would prefer helping someone change his life. Like, really. I'd take that over $1 million every day. And I've seen this multiple times. Like, I've made money and I changed people's lives. And every time I change someone's life, I become more happier. Like, when I began in this when I began this whole process of entrepreneurship, I remember I didn't have money in my bank account. I never saw like more than, I don't know, $500 in my bank account since I started my university. But then tons of money spawns in your bank account, and then it just feels unreal, and then you're happy, and then you start making more money. But after that, it doesn't feel real. Like, and this is what I mean when I talk about money. Like, money is not real. Like, it's not something real. Like, after a certain point, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't have any value. The real value that you see is just changing people's lives, leaving an impact, solving problems, building a good product, changing your life, your family's life, your business partner's life. Me and my business partner talk about this all the time, and how his life changed after I came to his life and helped him with a ton of his stuff. Because he was making good money, but after I came, we just skyrocketed to the sky. And now he's making way, way, way more money. And me and him were talking about this, about how his life changed after I came. Now, a byproduct of that, of course, I made a lot of money because I made him rich. I wouldn't say I'm rich. And I also wouldn't say I made him rich yet. But I'm making him a lot of money, so a byproduct of that, I'll make a lot of money. But I think I'm way more happier seeing my impact on his life than seeing my impact on my life. And this is crazy to say, I know, because, I've always wanted freedom. But I don't know, man. I still want freedom, but at the same time, I want to build something good. Like, I don't want to sit on my deathbed and sit there and think, oh, I built something, like I lived my life, and I lived, like, I had freedom. I lived my life with freedom, and that's it. No, I want to sit on my deathbed and think to myself, I've gained freedom. I built something great. I changed a ton and tons of people's lives. I built an insane product. I helped a lot of people. I left a huge impact on people's lives. Like, this is what I want to think myself what I want to think to myself when I'm on my deathbed. And what's interesting, I never really cared about others. Like, I always cared about, me and my loved ones, and that's it. I never really cared about other people outside my circle. But I feel when you go through this entrepreneurship of, you know, trip, you start to see how building a good product and solving like real problems can change other people's lives. And when someone is going through a problem for like 10 years, like imagine someone, a 40-year-old who's been going through a certain problem for like 10 years. He doesn't know how to solve it. 10 years every single day. He's thinking about this problem. It's just taking his mental bandwidth. He keeps thinking about it. He's trying to find a solution for it for the past 10 years. And one day he finds you, he contacts you, he pays you, and you just solve the problem just like that. 10 years. And then, bang, it just disappeared. Because you built a good product. You cannot even imagine, like, you know, the emotions, the type of emotions he would express to you. Like, it's insane. And I've seen it multiple times at this point. And every single time, like, I never get bored of it. Every single time, it just brings me more fulfillment. And I tell this to my business partner all the time. I always tell him, like, dude, I would take this every single day, all day over money. I don't care about money. Money is just a byproduct of the level and difficulty of problems you solve. That's it. Like, if you're good at solving real world problems, money's just gonna come. And this is something I learned the hard way. I never really thought this was true. A lot of people talk about this all the time, where, you know, if you're good at what you do, you'll make money. But I never really understood it until I went through it. Like, now I'm so good at what I do, and I actually care about, you know, helping other people. I make a lot of money. Like, and I don't even think about it. Yes, I want to scale the business. Yes, I want to get it to, I want to scale offers to 100K, to $250,000, $500,000, $1 million a month. But like, I rarely think about money itself. Like, usually when I'm going after something, I'm always like, okay, how can we solve a bigger problem so we can charge more? How can we reach more people so we can help more people? Because that's going to lead us to more money. Like, this is how I usually view it. It's not just more of, obviously financial modeling is important and reverse engineering the numbers is important. But like, I'm not attached to the money itself. You know what I mean? The learning phase that you go through, or the learning curve that you go through with entrepreneurship is really, really interesting. It's a very spiritual job. Like, it's something that you talk about all the day with God. And to some extent, I don't understand atheist entrepreneurs. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I don't think I would have done it without God. I genuinely, I think if I was an atheist, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But I feel like because I'm an, like, I believe in God, I think it just gets way easier. And even though I always knew I was gonna make it, like, I always knew I'm gonna make it happen. But dude, sometimes you just go through stuff where you need God. Like, there's stuff that just can't be explained, and you just need to talk to God about it, like, in this process. So yeah, it's a very spiritual job. And what's interesting is embracing the uncertainty. Like, you never know when you're gonna get paid. And as I said, even when you know, you're the last to eat. You gotta feed the others before you feed yourself. So it's like being a father of a family. You feed your kids, you feed your wives, and then you eat. But yeah, that's that. And I love marketing. Marketing is really cool. Marketing and sales are very, very cool. But yeah, that's that. I think that's it. Okay. if you're an offer owner, if you sell something, service, I don't know, coaching, whatever, I'll put my Instagram down in the description. Send me a DM. Maybe I can help you, partner up with you, and help you scale to 6 figures or 7 figures a month. But other than that, that is it. I'll put my Instagram in the description. Shoot me a DM or follow me. But other than that, that's it. And yeah, go get after it.